Hi, it's John, and I'm on, excuse me, going to be doing week 37. What does light/enlightenment mean to you? The YouTube Pagan Challenge. I'm excited because I am almost caught up, which then leads to the point of I'm not sure what I'm going to do once I'm all caught up. Because if you have been following my videos, you know there's been gaps and then just me um, rushing to get caught up for various reasons. So there's that. As for the washed outness to my right, your left, I think that's how it will show up. I've discovered with curtains open, curtains closed, so much for light canceling, they're just going to be that bright. Okay, but I think it's fitting for this topic. So start first with enlightenment. Not exactly sure what I don't know if I have a good definition for it. I've incorporated a lot more Buddhist practices into my daily practice because I find they fit better in that, and being able to engage in mindfulness on and off throughout the day, very helpful. But as for like enlightenment, in an earlier take of this, because in my last video I explained, I've taken a few takes that I said, I'll see it when I know it, which was a funny thing because I meant to say, I feel like I'd know it when I see it. So I'm not sure about that, like what definitions, what it would be like, what a person who is enlightened would be like. Other people have called me enlightened, but I do not feel comfortable using that, which is funny because with everything else, I'm very much like, oh, after someone calls me that, perfectly fine using it because I have been called the Witch King before. And I'm just like, maybe we should put that in the description and cause a firestorm. But I digress. So for enlightenment, not really sure how that would look. I'm learning more about Buddhism. It's within the last month that I've added this in and learning so much about it. So maybe I'll do a follow-up video on this. As for light, I view light as consciousness. Light is in the field of like everything you can see, sort of like in The Lion King where it's like everything we own is where the sun touches, Simba. I'll explain how that's different than in the Shadow Dark video, which is 2 videos away. Light's what you know, what you're conscious of. In Julian terms, your Jungian. Yeah, first time I ever heard that, my teacher said Julian, and unfortunately, the first thing you hear always sticks in your brain. Jungian terms, that would be the persona side. It can also be what we show to people, the face that is shown. And, yeah, that's it. I don't have like a light is good, dark is bad view anymore. And I'm trying to find other words to describe something that would be like a dark entity. Because I don't... Demons kind of maligned... Not maligned. Overused. Because it's like, for all you know, your house is just being haunted by a pissed off nature spirit. Who's causing all the problems. And I feel that every being has the light of source in them. In shamanism, there's something I've heard a lot about. I don't know if it's sweeping everywhere. It's called heart-centered depossession work. Depossession is pretty much the modern shamanism term for entities stuck or like lodged in your aura field. Attachments is what, I've heard people in the witchcraft community call it. More often than not, but it's like that. And what it is realizing that everything does at one part have the light of the creator in it. And so you use that to very lovingly remove that from someone. It's usually described as like you're sort of finding that little bit of light, and sort of like how the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes bigger at the end of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, you're filling them up with that love, um, and the light. So the best way it's been described to me as you sort of they're like it's like inflating a balloon with helium and then eventually goes out of you and they can return back to the source. Yeah, don't know if witchcraft has a concept like that, but it's called heart-centered depossession work. There's a lady who came up with it, and a lot of people have trained in her system, at least shamans that I know. So that might be something worth looking into, or even that might be something to help that might help you if you're trying to like remove an entity from a house or something like that. So, yes. So those are my thoughts on light and enlightenment. I'll admit I don't know if I know enough to say much about it. All right. Have a good day.